afternoon, good evening. Hi, I'm back. Hi, Ein. Hi, Ranger. You might hear me munching a smidgen. I made a smoothie. And I was like, I don't want to get myself freeze by eating it too fast. Hi, Jambola. You missed me. Aww. No, I missed you guys too. How you been doing? Oh my goodness. Yesterday, Mama Mellis was still here, and after 3 days, I was like, it's so hard to have a conversation with you. And I mean, she's an introvert. She gets it. But I was like, man, I'm so out of social minutes, I can't even think up a conversation if I tried. Excuse me. But yes, I have returned. Weekend was good. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I was up to while I was gone before we get into the game. So, my birthday was on Monday, like last Monday. So, Mama Mellis came down to visit, and she was like, hey, I have a budget. Let's just go buy you whatever the heck you want within the budget. So, I got a portable dishwasher. Well, they call it portable, but I mean it's 50 pounds. But I guess that's technically more portable than the big old dishwashers. It's a tiny little thing, but it fits enough dishes for like 2 people, like per meal basically. So I'm like, good enough. So yay, no more dishes. I got a Roomba. I have a robot vacuum cleaner. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. I haven't even taken it out of the box. I got a shoe cabinet to organize all of my shoes, because they're just like on the floor of the closet. And got the Switch 2. Bought some makeup. Bought some new pajamas. And then so that was Friday and Sunday, because on Saturday I went with Ace and Iduna and went to the Renaissance Fair. My first Red Fair. I'm spending money, huh? I'm spending Mom's money. Excuse me. Because it was my birthday and she was like, alright, here's your budget. I'll drive you around town. What do you want? So I let myself be like, there's these things I want, but I can never force myself to buy them because I'm always like, I don't technically need that. Like, I already have a vacuum. I don't need a Roomba. But Mama Mellis is like, just point me, I'll tap the card. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna indulge myself. Are you alive? Me? Of course I'm alive. What happened? Why? So yes, lots of good stuff happened. Like I said, went to the Ren Fair, bought a whole bunch of stuff there. Spent way too much money, but that's okay. I have to show you guys a picture of the purse I bought. It's a big old bag, but it has 2 black cats dressed as witches on it. I need that. But yes, Switch 2. So my hope, my plan is, because I want to do another thing around the holidays where we do like a moonbeam thing together for the people who can't spend time with the holidays, like can't spend time with family for the holidays. So I figure we do like a few hours of Mario Kart. And definitely I want to stream stuff on the Switch too. Like, I'm so happy about Bravely Default, because I love that game and I never got to finish it because of just timing stuff, and then my 3DS broke. But I need to test out my capture card still. Iduna gave me some USB. She wasn't sure if they were 3.0, so we'll have to try. Worst case scenario, the apothecary is closed tomorrow, so I can do like a whole bunch of try and troubleshoot, because I mean, knock on wood, my capture card is very old. I think it is like 10 years old. So it could just be now that everything's on Windows 11, it's just the capture card's too obsolete to work. Which, I mean, happens to all technology eventually, but sucks. It's like $200 you don't want to spend, but you especially since, you know, the capture card is technically still in good shape. It's probably technically functional. It's just, you know, potentially computers too advanced. So we'll find out. We will find out. But before we get rolling, was there anything fun and exciting that you guys were up to while I was gone? I checked the Discord and I popped in periodically, at least. But yeah, I was barely on any social media. Well, I know the sky exploded and I wouldn't have known. Not too much, fair enough. I know, like, Silent Hill F came out for everyone on Thursday. So those of y'all who were waiting for the release, I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I need to get back to it, but I'm like, I wanted to wait for October to finally roll in officially. Because, you know, Halloween. The Halloweeny. Gonna have lots of stuff to play, this coming month. Also, I have to put it in the announcements on the Discord, but I figured out what two spooky-ish animes that I want to watch with you guys for the Halloween season. Last year we didn't get the chance to, because I was like, it's gonna be our very first watch-along, because we've only been doing that for about a year in the Discord. I'm like, I don't know if we want to... It's thematically appropriate to watch horror, but I don't know if we want horror for our very first watch-along. And you guys voted in something different anyway, so hey! You started it a bit, it has its ups and downs. Fair enough, fair enough. I saw it sold, what is it, 1 million copies in a week? Crazy. Am I keeping October anime a surprise? No. I'm gonna post it in the Discord, just I haven't gotten around to it for today. One is very obvious, the other, I was like, you know what? Iduna, thank you! Your 1,000 stream schedule changed to March 5th. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Bonjour. Bonjour. Comment ça va? There we go. Finished my smoothie. I didn't want to rush it and give myself a brain freeze. yes, Monoto. I did post some stuff in the Discord. Yeah, remember the big boy doggo from Zenless Zone Zero that you were like, I might actually play now. He's coming out in the next version. That's 2 weeks. I think it's like 2 weeks. Oh, is it a week? Yeah, it might be a week. Time blurs. I just got Magus, so I'm like, she just came out, right? "10 days, yeah. I mean, it would say in the game, but yeah, somewhere between 2 weeks and 10 days. So, you know, not that big a difference. But yes, it will be very fun and exciting. Yay! It's he, the boy, the man, the doggo. He is free indeed. You know, just to set everyone on fire. And then they have a skit for Vivian. And you know, I spontaneously combusted. I'm like, oh no. She is so pretty. She sure is. Someone take pity on my poor queer soul. Free, yes, he is indeed free. Usually there are some conditions to get these free characters. Usually you have to clear a set amount of content before a certain period of time. But last time they gave us a free character, it was like, you had a whole year to claim the character. So it's not like you need to rush it, but like you would need to like actually fulfill the conditions. Where am I in this thing? There I am. Gonna shrink. Maybe. Fair enough. Alrighty. I'm itching to get going, so let's go! I'm gonna zoom myself in a little bit. So give me 1 sec. And now where am I? There I am. Here I am! Oh, righty! So, very fun and exciting. I got invited by the devs for this game, reached out to me and they're like, hey! We really love your Danganronpa streams. Do you want to play our game? And I'm like, sure. So not actual PR that you need to disclose with an ad because I'm not being paid, but hey! The game looks great. So this is PSYCHO-SLEUTH. The devs are from overseas in Asia. There is apparently voice acting. There is... What I like is there's different levels of gore. So, like, you can adjust it if, you know... if that's not your thing, you know? But it sounded very, very up our alley. It's like, hey... you know, Danganronpa, there's a killing game. But this killing game has conditions where, like, you know, the characters can only do, like, you know, they can only make right turns and, like, stuff like that. Cover menu image? I know, it looks so good, right? She's coming up in the world, right? Crazy. I saw the email and, like, I was actually in mid-conversation with the dude and I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way this is real. Congrats on the PR, not PR invite. Thank you. I mean, it counts as PR. It's for the demo, but yeah, it's just not paid. But that's fine. We froze and screamed at the same time. Yes, yes, we did. Especially, like, because, you know, you can get offered different opportunities from different devs. Like, you can sign up for different things where, like, they just put out a blanket, hey, try our thing. But when it's a game that's up your alley and looks very nice, it's like, ooh. It's like, thank you. Thank you for the ego pat. All right. We shall get this going. Hang on here. Whoops. There we go. There we go. We should have audio now. Obviously, let me know if it gets too loud, too quiet. Let's just check the settings a bit. Sure, we'll do full screen. Should be fine. Sure, we'll leave the gore on. If it happens to give us issues, we'll adjust, but for now, this should be good. So, hey, PSYCHO-SLEUTH! Let's go! You're still at work? They're holding you prisoner. Oh no, Ranger. Hang in there. Hang in there! Alright. And yeah, I might move myself or adjust the game if I'm blocking stuff. But we will see for now. Your potions are trying to knock me out, I see. You need more sleep? I mean, to be fair, you said you haven't been sleeping great the past couple days because you got sunburnt from going to the fair with me. So maybe the universe is just trying to help you out. Alright. Select deduction difficulty. No time limits, a relaxed experience focusing on story and character explorations. Detective mode. Recommended for most players. Balanced pacing with a focus on deduction and investigation. Ooh. We'll try detective mode. It says, no time limits. I'm like, oh no, is this gonna be like, no sleep for Kaname Date, where they were like, oh yeah, awaken your third eye and you've got a minute. Alrighty. Ooh. One day, a mysterious religion known as the Logic Church suddenly rose to power. It spread with astonishing speed, drawing in countless fervent followers. Even more enigmatic, the church unveiled an incomprehensible technology, one that powered a facility known as Sea Angel. The miracle energy required no fuel, produced no pollution, and defied all known science. Too good to be true! Aligned themselves with the Logic Church, falling under its growing influence. Oh dear. When the church became the dominant faith across the world, it issued invitations to a chosen few. They were summoned to the Grand Cathedral to take part in what was called Ascend to Godhood! Oh no. Oh, it's this type of culling game. Okay. Oh! This place is pretty. Hello. Hang on. I'm gonna... Because I'm blocking things a little bit. This game looks real good so far, right? Alright. The city is home to the Logic Church headquarters and its grand cathedral, with a population of several million. more than half of its residents are followers of the Logic Church. Sounds like a church ranger would sign up for. Oh! Well, would you look at that? Even I got an invitation. Seems Logic Church really can't do without me. Lyle. Looks like this is the boy that's on the cover art. Lena? Lena is adorable. Look at her, of course. Compared to you, other humans are nothing more than walking lumps of flesh. Lena, please. We just started. You can't be talking like this already. His face. You're wearing that fit as we type? Ah, yes, you're about to join the Logic Church, I see. I only speak the truth. What's terrifying is that you genuinely believe that. Lena! My sister suffers from a cognitive disorder. An obsessive-compulsive disorder. That's right. A lot of the people in this game have some kind of disorder, and that plays into the mysteries from what I was reading. Yes, feel compelled. Common symptoms include excessive hand washing. Yep. The rituals. But for Lena, her compulsion takes only one form. She is incapable of lying. Oh, interesting. I didn't think both you and I would get an invitation. But something about the letter bothers me. You mean the way this whole selection works? Or that claim about becoming a god? I love that they explain this, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They gotta explain it, and I mean, they're using the disorder for entertainment purposes, but the explanation itself, from what I know of OCD, is accurate and genuine. It's one thing for the selection process to be vague, but saying the winner turns into a god and gets any wish granted? What's that even supposed to mean? Do you have a wish, Lyle? Like, maybe becoming filthy rich? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not that broke. My savings could last me a lifetime. Granted, only if my lifetime ended tomorrow. So you are broke, then. Yeah, that's what most people would call dead broke. Anyway, we'll find out soon enough. Candidates for godhood, please step inside. Oh! Y'all not gonna address that smile? Hello? Huh? I was out here like, oh yeah, we'll give this character a calm, collected voice, and then she has the frickin' maniacal, like, Junji Ito grin. What a nice, cute, innocent smile. Oh boy. Following the members of the Logic Church, Lena and I stepped into the Grand Cathedral. At that moment, I had no way of knowing that the winner of the selection would truly become a god was beyond doubt. I guess the person's back was to them. Chapter 1. The killer is me. Ooh. Oopsies. Chamber of Purification. Where are we? Huh? What happened happened to the person who brought us in? I believe, if I'm remembering correctly from the documents that I got sent, off the top of my head, the demo is about 5 hours, I believe. Like, it basically covers chapter 1. There's supposed to be like 5+ chapters, so. She vanished the moment we stepped inside and locked the door behind us. This doesn't feel right. Lyle, before we talk to anyone else, we'd better investigate this room. Press WASD to move. Yes, the WASD. Press tab to collect the clues you need. Press Q to review them. Okay. Ma'am, how are you doing? Welcome candidates for divinity. Who are you? I am the arbitrator and host of this selection. You may call me the proxy saint. As you can see, I am an android, a being created solely for the purpose of this selection. Why call yourself proxy saint? Where's the real leader? To take part in the selection, the former identity was set aside until it concludes. I alone will preside. Uh-oh. I stole a glance at the mysterious person beside me. Could she be the leader of the Church of Logic? No one knows what the leader of Logic actually looks like. Does she look like you? That is classified. I cannot disclose it. Aw, don't be like that. Just a tiny hint. Just the tip of the secret. That's all I'm asking. Improper intent detected. No further answer will be given. My brother's not indecent. He's just a little more pervy than the average guy. He reminds me of, yes, our OCs. Yes. So never mind. Lena, calm down. That kind of defense only makes me look worse. I mean, you're not doing yourselves any favors anyway, my boy. As soon as he was like, just the tip of the secret, I'm like, oh, I have you on red. I have you read. I know what you're up to. Kore wa nanda? What is this? The light switch in the room. If you turn it off, the entire chamber would be plunged into darkness. Well, better push that button! Aww. It won't let me click it again. Looks like turning the top switch to the left cranks the sanctified cremator up to 1,500 degrees. But I don't see any machinery here for grinding. A grinder? When a body is burned, most of it's destroyed. Only the bones remain. The ashes aren't just what's left after burning. They're made by mechanically grinding the charred bones. Oh, as expected of you, Lyle. You even know the details of how people get turned into ashes. I swear, every time you compliment me, it's like you're actually making fun of me. How could I? I can only tell the truth. Still, I've heard plenty of people just vanish after joining the Logic Church. Seems this religion is hiding even more secrets than we thought. The cremator? Why is this reminding me of Zero Escape already? Fuck. The current time is 11:15. Okay. This looks like a machine for grinding bones into ash. The display says error. Looks like it's broken and unusable. The bones were too big. Alright. The Sea Angel, a power generator of unknown design, looked completely different from the spiral-like structure outside. It looks like a smaller indoor version. The Sea Angel generates clean, pollution-free energy, a technology every nation dreams of unlocking. Hasn't anyone ever tried dismantling one? I've heard they're impossibly durable, nearly impossible to take apart. You can't see what's inside either. And even if you did manage to open one, not only would the Logic Church find out, but it could trigger some kind of unknown biological catastrophe. So we got an alien in there is what you're telling me. Rumor has it a small town was completely destroyed after someone tried opening the Sea Angel. Okay. Makes sense. You know an awful lot about this, Lyle. Don't tell me you've actually tried opening one yourself. Oh, the shadow over his face. Lyle? Oh, dear. Nearly blew up the world. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. The door? The door is firmly locked. It looks like we'll need a key to open it. Okay. For what? It looks like this device shows how many people are still alive in the room. Oh. I got bad news for you guys. I think the number of people is gonna shrink in this room. Oh dear. Why would we even need something like that? Oh girly pop. Maybe to keep track of how many people are still alive in here? This room is making me feel more and more uneasy. Yeah, you don't say. What's this? There's a label on it, Sanctified Cremator. As for what it's used for, ugh. What is it? The description says, used to burn sinners of the Logic Church. Requires 5 hours to cool down after you... sinners? Not even like, you know... We're cremating our deceased followers. It's the sinners. Great! So, basically it's a facility for burning people. Looks that way. Ugh. There's a button here. Should we press it and see what's inside? Wouldn't it be dangerous to open it? No, this button just opens the cremator's door. The one that starts the fire must be somewhere else. To fully grasp the layout of this room, it's probably best to open it and take a look. Alright, 1, 2, here we go! Oh, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. Inside, it's nothing but ashes left from burning people. That's still kind of horrific, you know? This is horrifying. But something about this sanctified cremator feels... off. What do you mean, off? I don't know. It just feels like something isn't quite right. I mean, besides the fact that it is pretty tiny. Like, it's not very deep. I don't know how you would fit a person in there. It looks like there's spots for 2. It does look like that as well, yeah. the pattern of the ashes inside made me think of rib cages as well, just with the central spine and then the branches. Sanctified cremator. Oy. Alright, so she's there. I think that's everything except for talking to the other person and our sister. So, let's talk to her. Are you a participant in this selection as well? Mind if I ask why you're barefoot on your left foot? Lyle, maybe they just don't want to talk to you? If you just tell me your name, I'll leave you alone. My name is Kizuna. I'm a member of the Church of Logic, and a participant in the selection. Kizuna! Kizuna means balance. May you comprehend all things. The god of logic blesses you. Because the choices later are so awful, the unreasonable demands earlier don't seem so bad in comparison. You're so clever, Lyle. I'm sorry? Okay, fair enough. Do you need something? Not the brother complex. If you want me to sing Lyle's praises, I could rattle off tens of thousands, no, hundreds of thousands of compliments without stopping. I know you can't lie, but that's exactly what makes it so unsettling. She's a little quirky. First, welcome everyone. I am the proxy saint. They got stiff competition with 100 line. My foremost duty is to ensure that this selection proceeds without disruption. Take this electronic scripture. Within it, you will find all manner of information. I have hidden the contestants' records within data chips scattered throughout the cathedral. It is up to you to uncover them. As the overseer of this selection, I will neither lie nor lend aid to anyone. Place your trust in my neutrality. Can the victor truly become a god? Yes, without question. That sounds doubtful. What does becoming a god even mean? You shall gain the power to bend the world to your will, and any wish you desire shall be granted. No words befit such an existence more than God. Maybe I should try to look at her words from another angle. The reach of the Logic Church extends across the world. With their backing, most wishes really could be granted. Believe me, there is no way to become a god. Believe me, there is a way to become a god. It's just that no one has uncovered it yet. I noticed her android, like her chest plate has it's open with the skeleton, and it looks like she's got 4 arms. Like she's got like two shoulders. Once you grasp it, you'll see that the gods have always been among us. Okay, yes, she does indeed have 4 arms. I can see the third one, like, I'm partially hiding it, but she's got a third one. If you know the way to godhood, why not try it yourselves? Because it cannot be done. Unless it takes a form humans can comprehend, neither gods nor demons will ever descend. I don't get what you mean. Could you be clearer? If I told you no one could become a god without any cost, would you believe it? Humans are beings bound to cause and effect. Only through sacrifice can anything be gained. Ah, yes. the equivalent exchange. Only with an offering will the gods descend. A sacrifice? A chill crept over me, and the proxy saint's next words confirmed my worst fear. I will now explain the rules of the selection. Takes the form of a game called Werewolf. No, not Werewolf! Oh god, oh no. Must kill within time limit while keeping their identity hidden and avoid being discovered. If they escape suspicion and survives, they shall ascend as a god. Oh my god. Welp. It's raging loop all over again. And also Danganronpa. I never really considered that the entire premise of Danganronpa is basically the werewolf game, but it is. It kind of is now that I think about it. Are you saying the participants in this selection have to kill each other? That is correct. This is a game of death. Commit yourselves fully. Take life or struggle to preserve your own. Wait! Lena and I don't want any part of this! Are you certain? I shall repeat. The victor's wish shall be fulfilled. Whatever you pray for, so long as it can be grasped, the god of logic will grant it. Hearing those words, I faltered. Of course you did. And thanks for the resub, Zon! And in that single moment of hesitation, Lena and I lost her final chance to walk away. Oh God, guide us who have gone astray. Reveal to us the first candidate for divinity. Oh boy! Villager Lyle. Okay. The roles shall appear differently to each of you. Werewolf, claim your prey. Villagers, endure and strive to live. The first round of Werewolf begins now. Suddenly, chaos struck. The room was swallowed by darkness. Lena! I don't know where the werewolf are hiding. Stay close to me! The instant I spoke, I knew it was a mistake. In total darkness, speaking would only give away my position. Lena, run! Ooh. Suddenly, something blunt slammed into my head. My vision blurred, and in the darkness, memories of Lena and me began flashing before my eyes like a revolving lantern. Apple! It all began with an apple. For as long as I can remember, my sister and I were raised in an orphanage. That orphanage was special. It only took in children with mental or cognitive disorders. Lena, I, on the other hand... Oh, he's got synesthesia. I see. Was severe, like an inescape. When I hear a sound, I see colors. When I see colors, I taste flavors. When I taste flavors, I hear sounds. The cycle repeats endlessly, each sense triggering another. To me, an apple is never just an apple. The moment it... chaos of overlapping senses batters my mind. Lyle, this is for you. Seeing me bedridden from this condition, Lena went everywhere with these things dulling my senses. Respite did it last. Oh no, the orphanage shut down. Oh yeah, that's as slow as it goes, so I can't quite keep up. Even though I gave her whatever food I could, she was still too young. Ooh, dear. These poor kids! Was neither God nor Buddha, and materialized out of thin air. An apple. But the effect didn't last. So why am I still so hungry? Yeah, that's how food is, unfortunately. Once more and imagined. Bro's materializing apples? My senses were far sharper. This intense sensitivity gave me an understanding beyond normal people. Huh. It was only later that I understood. Those who could project their abnormal cognitions. Could conjure illusions. Jewels, gold, fine food. Wow! Until retribution found me. Ooh, boy. The blurrier the line between reality and fantasy became. Oh, he stopped being able to tell if, like, he was actually eating food. Till then, I believed the car was nothing more than an illusion. Lena had become my only anchor. Had to rely on her to tell me what was real. This bond was never equal. I mean, she's got an Oni-chan complex. I think she's okay with being dragged into ruin with you. Meep! When I opened my eyes, I knew right away that something was wrong. Uh-oh. Lena? Oh no, there's only 3 people left. Could this be? I looked around and realized I was the only one left in the room. Someone has been slain by the werewolf. Gather the clues and uncover the werewolf's true identity. The mask Kisuna had been wearing is smeared with blood. Okay. That's still broken. Damn, we were out for like 2 hours. They won't let me click the clock, but... No, wait. It's 5. It was like, what, 11:15? We were out for... 6 hours. Yikes. An openable door, rotary switch, life detector 4. Hi, Keiki! How's it going? Alright. All exercise redeems gone. Yeah. I wasn't feeling well for a while, so we paused them all. Bones on the floor. The right half is present. Just at work? Well, good luck with work then. Hope I've been better though? Yeah! Slowly, steadily, I'm getting my energy back, so let's see. Hope I get better ASAP. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And just cooking. Weakness seeing her brother in pain. Oh boy. Weakness being alone. Stabilizer is Lena. And stabilizer is Lyle. Stabilizer, the logic cult mask given by the leader. Okay. So she doesn't have her mask anymore. So if she's still alive, whatever her condition is out of control. Ah, there we go. This hair, it's Lena's! Uh-oh. Are the bones on the floor my sisters? Gather the clues and piece the truth together yourself. I said answer me! Gather the clues and piece together the truth yourself. Looks like I'll have to uncover the truth on my own. Oh, and now we can investigate everything else. Cool. The screen shows the number 3. It's different from what it displayed when I first entered the room. So yeah, one person is dead. The current time is 5:15 p.m. 6 hours have passed since I lost consciousness. Based on what they said, the cremator has a 5-hour cooldown? So either someone hasn't been cremated yet, or they just were. The rotary switch only turns to the off position on the right. So how are we supposed to ignite the sanctified cremator? A chill of dread runs through me. Do I really want to open this? I can't shake the feeling I'll see something I was never meant to comprehend. But if I want to find Lena, this is the only way. Drawing in a deep breath, I pulled open the door of the sanctified cremator. There's 3 heartbeats, so one person's still alive. One of them's still alive. Ooh. human bones were arranged in the shape of only the right half of a body. Why? Why are the bones inside arranged exactly like the pattern on the floor? I don't want to believe it, but could it be everyone else is dead except me? But there's 3 people alive, it says. So there's me, this lady, because when it was me, Lena, Kizuna, and this lady, it said 4, and now it says 3, so it's only 1 person. As this is the first round, I shall provide you, without cost, a data chip containing vital information. State your name. I am Kizuna. This is the test you just completed. Do you know what's wrong with you? I don't. Oh, she can only see half. That's why she only drew half a clock, and she could only circle the A's on the right side. So she can't comprehend things on her left, basically. Oh, and that's why there's only the right half of the bodies. Gotcha. Then tell me, what am I holding? A pen, then? Ooh, ow! Do you even know where you're bleeding from? I don't know. It just hurts so much. Even if I jammed this pen into your left eye, you'd probably react the same way. What are you talking about? Wait. Where did that pen just go? You suffer from hemispatial neglect, a disorder that distorts your perception. You can still see your left side and your left hand and foot move just fine, but none of it registers in your mind. To put it simply, to you, the left side of the world doesn't exist. I don't get what you're saying. If I place the pen on your left side, you'll think it doesn't exist. You can't even recognize your own condition. To you, the left side of the world simply doesn't exist. Your pathosync is called sinistral neglect. Anything tied to the left side is forcibly erased from your perception. Kizuna's passed. Who the heck are you? At last the protagonist makes his entrance. Who are you? Don't tell me you've never heard of the world-famous detective? How ignorant. The name's Hyper. There's no mystery I can't unravel. Well, Hyper, we don't need ya. Honestly terrifying, right? But I mean, hemispatial neglect is a thing. It is a condition. It showed up in AI the Somnium files as well. But like, that is like the worst way to show someone. It's like, oh yeah, you can't recognize the left side of stuff, so I'm just gonna stab you. To avoid disturbing the crime scene, I've appeared through a holographic projection from outside the room. The clues you just gathered, Proxy Saint relayed them to me. Just by hearing them, there's less traumatizing ways, absolutely. Ever heard of the rocking chair detective? With my skill, all I need is the narrative to crack the case. So let's cut to the chase. You're the murderous werewolf. Blink. The situation has at last grown intense. Allow me to prepare a fitting stage for your battle. Uh-oh. Well then, we're in a church of some kind. What is this? You should know this well. Your pathosync, world fabrication. Fascinating. Even I outside the room have been pulled in. The reach of the PSYCHO-SLEUTH, it's far beyond anything I could manage. It had conjured an entire virtual world, dragging everyone into it. Have you heard of a battle waged in words? Your debates will take shape as tangible weapons. The loser will be compelled, forced to confess the hidden truth in their hearts. I see. If my opponent is the werewolf, then by winning the debate, they'll inevitably admit it. Alright. The clues you can use. You can scroll through the clues using the mouse wheel. Once one of the enemy's statements is wrong, use the clues you hold to expose the lie. Each enemy statement has a time limit. Make your choice before the timer runs out. If there are no clues that can refute the correct statement, press skip or the W key. If a clue that contradicts the statement, select it with the mouse wheel and press objection or the S key. Press Q to view the details. The timer will pause, giving you extra time to think. Okay. 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 Doubto! There we go. That was quick. The life detector is showing 3. That means there are 3 people still alive in this room. Impossible. Isn't it just you and the proxy saint in there? Could it be a malfunction? Maybe it even counted the dead? I don't think so. I remember the number we saw before entering was... Oh my god, the glasses. The lens flare 4. Which means there were originally 4 people here. After 1 died, the number dropped to 3. 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3! Ha! Not bad. You can do math. Thanks! Did I just get complimented for basic subtraction? But I've got proof the life detector is actually malfunctioning. How? Oh, here we go again. There's a whole corpse. No. Ah, crap. Hi, Butter! Oh, hang on. Shoot! I pushed D instead of S. Oh, shit. There we go. I knew that was the one. That was the statement, but I'm like, which one? The body isn't whole. I don't know why, but these bones are arranged to form only the right side of the body. This is why I say ordinary people, unlike a great detective, are hopelessly foolish. How was Monday? Monday was pretty good. Not too bad. You realize you just insulted everyone, right? Whether it's the bones in front of you or the ones in the sanctified cremator, They're both the right half of a body. Doesn't that prove that there were two victims? That's just how they've been arranged. These remains aren't complete. The right hand and foot are nothing more than shapes pieced together from fragments. You can't tell left from right with scraps like this. Judging by the total amount, it's no more than enough for a single person. Then maybe some of the bones were reduced to ash? No, the bone ash grinder was broken. In this room, there's no way the bones could have been turned to ash. Which makes the answer obvious. Only one person died here. The life detector wasn't malfunctioning. Oh, when the character with the closed eye just opens their eyes, you know you're fricked. Your conclusion matches mine. I thought the same. Are you actually a famous detective? Then here's the real question. Why are you the only one left in the room? I was unconscious for 6 whole hours. Maybe someone came and went during that time. No. Since you and Lena entered, no one else has come in or out. So this place is a perfect locked room? Then there's one other possibility. Proxy Saint did something. No, I did nothing. I believe you. You believed her a little too fast, don't you think? She's an android. How could she possibly lie? As expected of a brilliant detective, your conclusion is precise and unerring. Didn't she just literally tell the biggest lie possible? Not to be confused with Cyber-Sleuth or Psycho-Pass. For those 6 hours, I simply stood here and did nothing. Trust in my neutrality. I am not the killer. Which means the killer can only be you, Lyle. I'm not the killer. That's what every killer says. The moment the lights went out, I was struck and knocked out cold by a blunt object. At last, you've slipped up, killer! Where in this room would a blunt object even come from? You're right. There isn't a blunt object in this room. If one had been used, it would have been left bloodstained or impact marks. But there's nothing like that here. No, a blood object can be created. If this bloodstained mask is combined with something, it can serve as a blunt weapon. I mean, technically a fist counts as a blunt weapon, like... Bone fragments. Using ashes? As a weapon? Once it's packed tight, it becomes a blunt weapon. After knocking me out, the ashes could simply be tossed back into the sanctified cremator. So the bloodstains on it aren't the victims? They're yours? Exactly. Think about it. If the victim was burned to death, how could there be any bloodstains left behind? If the mask that knocked you out belonged to Kizuna, then doesn't that make her the prime suspect? That's what I suspect too. Looking back, the moment the lights went out, the one closest to the main switch was Kizuna. Then, where is Kizuna now? Assuming your reasoning holds, you were unconscious and unable to move for 6 hours. That leaves only Kizuna and Lena able to act. So tell me, who was killed? How did the killer vanish into thin air? Let's go over the situation again. When we first entered the room, the life detector showed 4. The people in the room at that time were Lyle, Lena, Kizuna, and Proxy Saint. 6 hours later, the only people left in the room were Lyle and the Proxy Saint. However, the life detector still showed 3. There's only one possible explanation. Why is the life detector reading 3 right now? There's someone still alive and hiding in the room. Yeah, the chip the Proxy Saint gave us filled everything in because Kizuna's oh, what do they call it? It's cycle something, but essentially her special power that comes from her disorder is that the left side is forced to no longer exist. So she just has to... So basically, she's on the left side of the room, but she erased the left side from everyone's perception, so she can't be seen. She's literally standing like right there, basically, if I'm correct. Haven't you realized the deduction was hiding a terrifying truth? If Kizuna really is the culprit and has gone into hiding, then the one who died must be... I know. The one who died, without a doubt, was my sister, Lena. The moment I grasped that truth, my heart felt as if it had been wrenched tight. But was it reality or just my imagination? I don't know. Then where exactly is the culprit hiding? Then where exactly is the culprit hiding? I kept wondering, why did the culprit choose fire as the method of killing? But if they wanted to frame me, they would have chosen a far more direct way. Which means the culprit had a reason. They had to kill with fire. What are you getting at? It's precisely because they used fire that we can't find where they're hiding. From that angle, there's only one place the culprit could be hiding. The culprit is hiding inside the sanctified cremator. Good lord, such a ridiculous deduction is making me, a brilliant detective, feel faint. Alright. Oh, I was too slow! Ow. Oops, shit. Wrong one. An open door. Ah, fuck. Right, I'm... Oh, crap. It's supposed to be skip. Crap. There we go. How could anyone possibly hide inside the sanctified cremator? The culprit wants us to think that. It's been 6 hours since I was knocked out. The cremator has long since cooled. This is the only place in the room where someone could be hiding. I slowly stepped towards the sanctified cremator. Inside lay heaps of bones from some unknown victim, but that wasn't the whole truth. Something else seemed to be hidden within. My heart pounded faster and faster. What if Kizuna really is the culprit? What then? Proxy Saint? May I ask something? What is it? If someone isn't identified as a werewolf, can they still commit murder? They can, but even if they kill, they gain nothing, and they will never be the final victor. And if a willful, meaningless killing disrupts the selection, I will execute the murderer on the spot. That doesn't matter. Hey, don't tell me you're planning to kill the culprit! If Kizuna really is the one who killed Lena, then as her brother, I have to avenge her. There are only 3 of us left in this room. Since I didn't kill, the culprit must be the remaining one. Where did you get that knife? Oh, right. He can, like, conjure things. A sudden hardness pressed against my palm. A knife. The pathos sync world fabrication answered my will, and a knife took shape in my hand. But the knife wasn't real. It was only in my imagination. Could even my desire to avenge my sister be nothing more than an illusion? If I truly wished for revenge, perhaps I should simply turn the sanctified cremator's switch and burn the one inside alive. So, what should I do? See the culprit first. At the very least, I'll end this myself. Without my sister as my anchor, unable to tell reality from delusion, I'll soon lose myself, drowning in a sea of illusions. So to be safe, I mustn't rely on the knife. I must end the culprit's life with my own hands. When I first saw this cremator, something felt off. Looking closely now, it's too shallow. As I suspected, the iron plate at the bottom lifts out. There's space hidden beneath. How I deal with the one who burned my sister to death, I'll decide once I finally see them. Yep, that makes sense. That's about what it would have been too much of a... This is the kind of twist that we needed. The one inside wasn't Kizuna. Could this be another illusion I created? The moment I heard Lena's voice from within my arms, I knew without a doubt the one before me truly was my sister. Her design is too good to be killed so fast. True. Thank God. You're alive. Lena. You didn't die. Through her words, I understood a single truth. I truly carried the heart to grieve if my sister were to die. And these tears falling now were no lie. Aww. Lyle? Are you alright? Why do you look so sad? I thought you were already... Lyle, don't cry. I'm still alive. There's no need to cry. Lena gently patted my back. The warmth of her hand slowly calmed me down. Sorry to intrude on your touching reunion, but now the conclusion should be obvious. The one who died was Kizuna, and Lena is the werewolf who killed. There's no way Lena could have killed anyone. Huh? I mean, bro, are you... They've both got a sibling complex. At that moment, I saw it. The knife in Lena's hand, its blade drenched in blood. The blush, yeah. There's something written on the inner wall at the bottom of the cremator, like she stole a cookie. What does it say? Following Lena's gaze, I looked closer at the writing inside the cremator. I am the culprit. Last words. This is my handwriting? Huh? Did I write this? Because of her obsessive-compulsive disorder, Lena is incapable of lying. Lena, answer me. Are you the werewolf? What happened to you during those 6 hours? I can't remember. Lena clutched her head in agony. After entering the room, I don't know why, but I can't remember anything. There was blood on the back of her head, just like mine. She was probably struck with a blood object and knocked out, then thrown into the sanctified cremator. The memory loss was likely a side effect of the head trauma. Hey, Proxy Saint, what happens if someone actually gets tagged as the werewolf? I shall enact the purification of the werewolf with the believers at my side. What does purification mean? I shall grant the werewolf's wish and end their life in the manner most befitting their pathosync. And if Lena isn't actually the werewolf? It makes no difference. Once the majority declares one as the werewolf, I shall carry out their purification, and in that moment, the true werewolf shall claim victory. Those falsely accused shall become nourishment for the victor. So, if Lena is branded the culprit, then I shall offer Lena as a sacrifice to the god of logic. This truly is a mad game. But if there's no escape, then I cannot lose. Lena isn't the culprit. That's exactly what everyone says when their loved one is accused. Oh boy. Here we go again. No, damn it! I thought that was it. No! Shit! I meant to press W. Shit. Ah, crap. Hang on, hang on. Back, back, back. No! Kinda loud. I thought the bone ash grinder would be like, they're not actually dead because we can't make bones and ash here. There we go. Neither Lena nor I have any knife wounds. If the victim was really burned to death, then how do you explain the blood on the knife? That's true. If someone is burned first and stabbed afterwards, there wouldn't be any blood on the blade. I mean, obviously they got stabbed and then they got burned to death, but hey, whatever. What do I know? And the blood on that knife isn't a small amount, which means the victim was stabbed to death before being burned. So you're saying Lena stabbed Kizuna to death and tossed her body into the sanctified cremator? I told you, Lena is not the culprit. She can't lie. And don't forget the dying message she left behind. She wrote, "I am the culprit." Don't forget your own deduction. There are only 3 people alive in this room. Excluding the proxy saint, if you're not the culprit, then the only one left is Lena. Am I the werewolf? Lena, don't say anything yet. Because Lena cannot lie if all the evidence points to her. She would admit it outright, even without a debate battle. So it's settled. Lena is the werewolf? Then prepare to commence purification. Wait, just give me a little more time. Stop struggling. There's no other possibility. Or are you trying to claim there's some third culprit besides you two? Third person. At that moment, Hyper's words sparked a revelation. We'd been wrong from the very beginning. Proxy Saint, what is it? Oh! Wait! This whole time I was like, Proxy Saint counts. So the 4 people were her, Kizuna, Lyle, and Lena. But if Proxy Saint doesn't count as being alive in the eyes of the life detector, there's always been a 4th person in here. How does the life detector determine how many people are alive in the room? It measures heartbeats and breathing to make its count. Then, would an android like you be counted? Oh! Well. We fell for the oldest trick in the book. No. As I stated from the beginning, I am an android, not a living being. Wait! If that's true, then... When we entered the room, the life detector showed the number 4. I always thought it meant me, Lena, Kizuna, and Proxy Saint. 4 people. But that wasn't the case, since Proxy Saint doesn't count then. When Lena and I entered the room, besides Kizuna, there was an unidentified X hiding inside. That's nothing but a delusion you invented to clear your sister's name. This X is real, otherwise the life detector's readings make no sense. If your theory is correct, then tell me, where exactly was this X hiding at the start? Really? You can pick the sea angel? Screen. The unknown figure X was already hiding in the sanctified cremator before Lena and I even entered the room. Even if there was someone we'd never seen hidden there, so what? That means Lena isn't the only suspect anymore. The victim could be X or Kizuna, and the one left standing could just as well be the killer. But that doesn't change the fact that Lena is still the prime suspect. No, we already deduced that the victim was stabbed to death first, then burned in the sanctified cremator. Which means I have evidence proving Lena isn't the murderer. Then show me the evidence. Prove that Lena isn't the culprit. Think back carefully to the moment Lena was lying inside the cremator. Select the clue that clears Lena of using the knife. Oh, I mean, I didn't realize I was gonna have to actually point it out here. Hold on. God damn it. I want to say it's like she doesn't have any blood on her, so like how could she stab someone, you know? Nope, that wasn't it either. There we go, I was right. I was doubting myself. I'm like, no, no, I couldn't get it right on the first try. There's no way. If Lena had killed with a knife, her clothes would be soaked in blood. No way they'd be this clean. I love how they call it a knife. I mean, technically it's a knife, but you're right, it's like a machete. So you're saying Kizuna, or this X, killed the victim and framed Lena? You know, I was thinking about this a little. That Lena is basically the same name as Rena from Higurashi. And the knife is very similar to Rena's beloved knife in Higurashi. I'm not saying it's not a coincidence, but you know. Exactly. Then how do you explain the did not make that connection? Yeah, the entire time I was like, Lena, Rena, like, I see what you did there. And then the knife happened and it's like, oh, now I get it. Then how do you explain the dying message inside the sanctified cremator? Wasn't it written by Lena herself, the one who cannot lie? And there's something else that bothers me. If the victim was already killed with a knife, why burn the body afterward? To use the fire as a cover, to hide the space beneath the cremator, and frame me as the murderer. Beyond that, there has to be a deeper motive. Like you said, the killer had a specific reason to burn with fire. How did the killer use the sanctified cremator to cover up the blood evidence? So it's definitely not number 3. The clothing would not survive a fire that hot. Burning the clothes in the furnace, yeah. I mean, if they had time to do more preparation, they could have hid a clean set of clothes under there, since they were already hiding in the space below. But since everyone supposedly just walked into this room today and got locked in there, they'd have to improvise. So as crazy as it is to knock everyone out cold, strip them, and then, you know, stab them, then throw them in, if the killer wore the victim's clothes during the murder, then stripped them off and tossed them into the sanctified cremator along with the body, every trace would be erased. As expected of a detective, you figured that one out so quickly. Not to brag, but I spend all day thinking about how to take... Wah! Someone call the police! That's really nothing to brag about. Just once. I would love it if there was a game where there wasn't a man that I wanted to strangle with my bare hands. Like, people like to be like, oh! Like, it's not all men. Not all men are bad. And then this stuff keeps happening. I try to give men the benefit of a doubt, and then the fictional men keep doing stuff like this. God damn it. We still don't know who the victim actually is. It could be X, or it could be Kizuna. But whoever the victim is, Lena remains the prime suspect. If she were really the killer, then why would she keep the bloody knife in her hand and leave the dying message? She could have just written nothing at all and tossed the knife into the cremator too. Wouldn't that have been smarter? Maybe that was the point, to deliberately mislead us into thinking she wasn't the culprit. Oh boy. Here we go again, alright. Okay. Unopenable door. Rotary switch. Oh, and we've only got these, okay. Hang on. There we go. I'm finally starting to grasp the logic of this game. She couldn't have killed two people because there's only enough bones for one person. But they like try to rearrange the body, like the bones, to make up two people. Like, basically they may use the bones of one person to make two halves of a person to try and, like, you know, trick us. No. Why are we only realizing this now? We've gotten something crucially wrong. The writers do get kudos here? Yeah, I don't believe the material I received says the author's name, but apparently they got someone who is a well-known light novelist to do the writing for this game. So yeah, they got good writing staff on this. Yeah, like, unless I'm completely misremembering, I can pull up the documentation after. Like, I would have to open everything up again because I closed it all when we started the game. So, at the end, I will check everything again. From both the total amount of bones and the life detector's reading, there's only one victim. If the proxy saint doesn't count as a person, then the current number of the life detector makes no sense. Hopefully you are awake. I mean, I can always tell you after the fact, Iduna. Secretly Uchikoshi, and it's actually a new Zero Escape game? Now wouldn't that be something? If I fall asleep to your dulcet tones, I apologize. Please. It's fine. The detector shows 3, but aside from Lyle and me, there's no third person here. Someone else is hiding here. That's impossible. There's nowhere left to hide. Nowhere left in this room to hide. Iduna, what's your bedtime lullaby? DD solving a murder. What? ASMR. DD solves crime. No. Some things have changed compared to before we entered. What things? The reason we didn't notice anything strange is because we subconsciously assumed that this world is exactly as it should be. But my senses are sharper than most. Deep down, I knew something was off. Proxy Saint, I have a question. Do all the participants in this selection share a common trait? Yes, they all suffer from some form of mental disorder or cognition impairment. And those abnormalities can affect others. So that means the participants in this death game are all PSYCHO-SLEUTH users? Correct. I finally understand. Think about it. Ever since I came to, we've been trapped inside someone's PSYCHO-SLEUTH. Our perception right now isn't normal. So I was right. It's Kizuna. She's hiding the left half. Then, what exactly has changed? Select the objects that have changed compared to before we entered the room. Was it? Because they mentioned that we can only turn it in one direction now. Select the items that have changed. Ow! Well, at least I know if I got one wrong. They tell you right away. No! Okay. The error is still the same. So if I'm right, it's all stuff on the left side. Nope, not that one. Okay. Ah! So it was the clock. God damn it. I was like, the clock would be too easy. The clock would be too easy, because, like, you know, of course, a clock changes when time advances. But the furnace is the most damning one, because Lyle mentioned you can't turn it properly anymore. Aren't these objects just how they're supposed to be? That's the most terrifying thing about PSYCHO-SLEUTH users, because they've always lived with a distorted perception. They believe the world has always been that way. Just like how it can create illusions nearly indistinguishable from reality. A PSYCHO-SLEUTH user can drag everyone around them into that warped perception, trapping others in their twisted version of the world. And the worst part? The people under that influence don't even realize that their own logic has been corrupted. Then tell me, what exactly is wrong with these objects? What's missing from these objects? The left side. Like, it's hard to see with the monitor here, but if you squint, it looks like it cuts off. Anything that can be defined as left is being erased from our perception. That's why the left half of the clock, the switch, and the life detector are gone. Did I not even look at the clock properly? Well, well, well. Whose PSYCHO-SLEUTH are we under? Kizuna. Do you have any evidence to back up this theory? Which clue proves that Kizuna's PSYCHO-SLEUTH sinistral neglect can erase the left side of the world? Kizuna's past. One last question. The moment Hyper asked, I began reconstructing in my mind how the culprit committed the crime after entering the room. Oh my! There's only one place she could be hiding. That's to my left. Wow. Dun dun dun! The one who died was X. And Kizuna, you're the one who killed her. You're the real werewolf. Oh boy. She's kind of vibrating. Comprehension. Oh god. Oh, she's terrifying. Aren't you supposed to be the great detective who's seen it all? Oh god of logic, grant me courage. Let me awaken these heretics from their foolishness. Wait! What are we? Oh no. Now we're fighting her? The body's like she can't literally perceive left, so she doesn't realize it. But she literally only arranged the right half of the bodies. Like, whether it's the bones in front of me or the ones inside the sanctified cremator, they're all arranged on the right side only. At first, I thought you were trying to trick us into believing two people had died, but that's not it. Because you lack the very concept of the left side, this was the only way you could arrange them. Maybe Lena only did that to frame me. She's got a point. If you're not the killer, then why use your pathosync to mess with us? Sometimes I just can't control it. Don't you ever lose control too? Then why were you always lurking around me? And just now, when you raised that knife, were you really trying to kill me? I wasn't hiding. I've been right beside you this whole time. You just never noticed. As for the knife, I only raised it because he kept calling me the killer. I just wanted to scare you. You. You're a damn liar. And why did you laugh maniacally when you were found? Why did you keep chanting Rikai, 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 Rikai? Before you call me a liar, maybe ask yourself why you keep ignoring the truth. Your sister wrote I am the culprit with her own hand. Why do you keep pretending that clue doesn't exist? I believe in Lena. Even if she were named the werewolf, she'd never kill anyone. The killer knocked me out too. I was unconscious for 6 hours. That face. I didn't do anything. I didn't see anything. In fact, there's evidence that proves Kizuna isn't the killer. Which piece of evidence proves Kizuna couldn't have killed anyone? Oh, the rotary switch. Because she can't see left. So she can't even turn on the furnace. The Sanctified Cremator's rotary switch only activates when you turn it to the left. For Kizuna, who lacks any concept of the left, the cremator could never be turned on. That explains, though, why this, like, blue stuff was constantly on the left side of the screen. I knew it had to symbolize something to do with, the powers that are in this game. But I thought it was just a reflection of Lyle's, but actually it was because of we were under the influence of Kizuna's. She couldn't have burned the body at all. I'm backed into a corner. Maybe I need to think in reverse. Under what circumstances would Lena, someone literally incapable of lying, kill and leave the dying message? Only if she truly believed she was the killer. Has it been confirmed that Lena is the killer? Then commence purification. Wait, I finally uncovered the whole truth. Great, I knew it. You really are a great detective. You figured out the trick too, right? Nope, I just thought that line should be delivered by the real detective. You cannot see my hand, but I just instinctively held it out to slap the shit out of him. Go on, reveal the shocking truth you've uncovered. I mean, I already knew it, of course, but sure, let's hear your version. No, we can see it. This guy is definitely not a real detective. Even if Kizuna couldn't activate the Sanctified Cremator, it doesn't matter. Think about it. What actually killed X? I already know the truth, but I'm still missing one last step. This is a gamble. For my sister's sake, I have to do it. X didn't die in the fire. He was killed with a knife. He? killer and the one who activated the cremator don't have to be the same person. Who activated the sanctified cremator? Lena. Kizuna killed the victim, put the body into the sanctified cremator, then ordered Lena to turn it on for her. That's ridiculous! Lena had no reason to help Kizuna at all. No, she had a reason. There's only one scenario where Lena would ever help the killer. If she didn't follow Kizuna's orders, my life would be in danger. You mean Kizuna used you as a hostage while you were unconscious? Exactly. In the dying message, she must have been forced to write it by the killer. How she wrote it isn't the point. If Lena can't lie, doesn't that mean she believed she was the killer? Being unable to lie doesn't make everything she says true. As long as, in her own mind, it isn't a lie, she can say it without hesitation. The real reason the killer burned the body after the stabbing was to mislead Lena. What seemed like a simple murder case was layered with double, triple, no, countless misdirections. Whoever devised such a scheme is truly terrifying. When Lena activated the cremator, she had no idea the person inside was already dead. The body was reduced to fragments of bone, leaving us unable to identify who X really was, or how he was stabbed to death. But if the fatal wound was on his back, hidden from sight, it would have looked like he was merely unconscious inside the sanctified cremator. And so Lena, mistakenly believing X was still alive, was coerced by Kizuna into activating the cremator. Let's piece together the entire secrets of the crime. The crime. I nearly slurred here. No! It's the Danganronpa comics. Incredible. Please drag the cards from the lower left into the slots following the actual order of the incident. Whenever you hover over a slot, a relevant hint will appear. Complete the arrangement before time runs out. Be careful, placing a card incorrectly will reduce your remaining time. Okay. On. Where is it? There we go. Truth reconstructed. Let's reconstruct the entire murder. Damn! After turning off the lights, Kizuna knocked me out with a blunt object. She held me hostage while unconscious, forcing Lena to close her eyes and follow her commands. She moved X from his hiding spot in the purification furnace to the upper level, dressed in his clothes, and stabbed him from behind. She removed the bloody clothes and hid them under X's corpse. Rest in peace. She ordered Lena to open her eyes and activate the furnace, making Lena believe she had killed X. After the furnace cooled, she forced Lena to write the bloody message inside the lower chamber. She knocked Lena unconscious and concealed her in the furnace's lower level. After arranging the bone fragments, bloody knife, and mask, she activated her pathosync to affect the entire room. Yes, naruhodo-ne. I see now. If that's how it went, then yes, Kizuna could very well be the culprit. Oh, there she goes again! Now that we know her whole deal, I like how the left half of her bow is down. It's like it... I liked how it was asymmetrical before, but now, since, like, you know, she doesn't know anything on her left side, it makes sense that, like, you know, it's asymmetrical. And that's why she only has shoes on one foot. So you'll spin any lie as long as it protects your sister. Your theory has a gaping hole. Lena's memory loss was just an accident. Without it, the moment she woke up, she would have spilled everything. If I were really the killer, I'd have silenced her too. I wouldn't have left her the chance to talk. All it takes is making a promise with Lena. From the way the killer acted, it's obvious they knew about Lena's obsessive-compulsive disorder. So if they made a promise not to say a word, then when she woke up, that promise itself would have kept her from revealing the truth. If she spoke the truth, it would mean breaking her promise, and that would be a lie. Pathosync users are aberrants. They can distort the perception of others, but at the same time, they are bound by the very rules of their own afflictions. And that is the weakness we can exploit to turn the tables. Even if I take a huge step back and accept your whole analysis, Lena's suspicion still isn't cleared. She could have followed every step you described and carried out the crime herself. No, you are the killer. Where's the proof? Show me the evidence that I'm the killer, besides the fact that, you know, you look totally unhinged. I wonder how people like that get dressed in general. Yeah, I don't know. Like in, AI the Somnium Files, the guy who had, hemospatial, distortion, like, he dressed normally, he looked normal, but he also had, family who presumably, you know, helped him out. Her? Not so sure. In this case, though, her not having one shoe was supposed to be a clue for us before the game actually revealed that she could only perceive one side. Why don't you just deactivate your pathosync? Because of your pathosync, we can't perceive anything tied to the concept of the left side. Which means, for all we know, the evidence that convicts you could be hidden on your left hand or your left leg. Stop talking nonsense! And that's also why she only has one glove and only one sleeve. Then let's reveal the truth. I pulled out my phone and snapped a photo of Kizuna's hand, then one of her foot. If If I take a close-up that doesn't reveal left or right, her pathosync shouldn't distort it. Let me see. Oh my god, this is... Ah.
Huh?
Yeah, that would do it. What did you see? Lena, you're the one who can't lie. Deliver the final blow to the killer. The photo shows... hands and feet smeared with ashes and blood. I'm not the killer. Lena is the one lying. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I literally cannot lie. Is there really something on my left hand and foot? No. In the end, my left hand and my left foot. Where are they? Oof. That's really tragic. People with hemispatial neglect cannot perceive the left side of the world. But their left limbs still function normally. Kizuna raised her left hand in front of her face, but no matter how wide she opened her eyes, she couldn't recognize it. And under the influence of her pathosync, all we could see was a spotless, graceful left hand. Answer me! If you're not the killer, then why are your hands stained with blood? Oh. Girlie's not going down without a fight. Okay. Oh yeah, she said she was knocked out the whole time. There we go. Now I got the logic of this game. There's only one answer. You are the werewolf and the one who killed X. Can we have Twitter back now? I guess this is the end. Have we confirmed that Kizuna is the werewolf? Yes. It seems the truth has finally come to light. You're right. Though Kizuna should have felt regret for some reason, she smiled with pride. I'm the murderer, and I was the werewolf in the first round. After a long round of debate, this phase of the selection is finally over. Unfortunately, Kizuna is not the final victor. Before the purification begins, I have one last question for you, Kizuna. What wish would you seek to fulfill if you became a god? Oh, close up, you can see like the plates that make up her face and stuff. That's cool. I would dedicate everything to the leader of the Logic Church. They were the ones who saved me. They gave me a complete life. For the leader, I'm willing to become anything. I'm willing to do anything. The world our leader desires is the world I dream of. Thank you for your devotion to the Logic Church. May the God of Logic bless you. Your life shall mark the opening of this selection. No matter the sacrifice, no matter how many lives are lost, it will all be worth it. We will bring forth the Almighty. I now proclaim the beginning of the sacred purification ritual. Uh-oh. Execution commence. Oh dear. Oh boy! Oh, not the saw blades! Ooh! Oh my god. They did say they would kill her in a way befitting their PSYCHO-SLEUTH. So they literally showed her, they cut her in half and showed her the side she could never see because, you know, it was on her other side. Oh boy. Lyle. Lena clutched my shirt tightly, eyes wide with fear at the gruesome sight. If they decide I'm the werewolf, will I suffer the same cruel fate? Of course. Hey, this potato. When did you sneak in here, you phony detective? Hyper. Yikes, what a terrifying ritual. I nearly pissed myself. Looks like the Church of Comprehension is dead serious about this election. You always need at least one enemy in these games. So true. They really do intend to create a god.
Oi, oi.
You think that's even possible? That's for the Logic Church to worry about. Me? I'm a great detective. I only care about the truth. Oh, right. The reason I came in here. I need something from you. What is it? The photos on your phone. Too bad. I've already deleted them. Oh! What? Got something to say? Just that a thought crossed my mind. Wouldn't it make more sense for someone like Kizuna, who can't even perceive the left side of the world, not to use her left hand when committing the crime? I mean, not necessarily. Like, they still function normally. That's like saying, if she can't perceive the left, why would she use her left leg when she walks? It's true Kizuna might have gotten blood and ash on herself in the struggle, but it's just as possible that, exactly as we saw, there was nothing at all on her left hand or foot. That's impossible. You heard what Lena said. She saw it in the photo. To save your sister, you could have used your PSYCHO-SLEUTH world fabrication to fabricate a fake photo. That's a possibility too, isn't it? And to make it even more convincing, you had Lena, the only one who can't lie, describe what was on it. I mean, that is also possible. Hyper slowly leaned in towards my ear, as if not wanting Lena to overhear. You're a damn liar. I didn't lie. At this point, no one really knows what the truth is anymore. But that's fine. This round was just a warm-up. Now, the real death game for PSYCHO-SLEUTH users begins. To see our wishes fulfilled, let's tear each other apart. Well, aren't you delightful? Ah, yes, the cards. See, yeah. I really struggled to, like, grasp the logic at first. I was just kind of goofing around. But it's fine. Limb severance? Yay. Ah, yes. Now here's everyone else. The first round came to a nerve-wracking conclusion. Under the Proxy Saints' lead, Lena, Hyper, and I headed to a place called the Chamber of Audience. Pink girl! Oh, 2 pink girls! Many people had gathered here. No, according to what Hyper said earlier. And a third sort of pink girl. Everyone here was a pathosync user, beings who could infect others with their abnormal cognition. I trust the scene you just witnessed has made clear how this selection proceeds. Lena, Lyle, having survived the first selection, you will receive an exclusive special reward that will aid you in achieving future victories. Rule-binding syndrome. Certain region. Oh, is this like... We got lore? What about the others? While you were reviewing the materials, the other participants appear to have begun their own investigations. If we want to survive, we should probably talk to everyone. Start searching for clues. Alright. The lore! The lore! I think these are all everyone's distortions. In certain regions, people have begun to appear who are bound by particular rules. They wash their hands and... Oh, obsessive-compulsive disorder. What began as small habits gradually evolves into abstract rules such as no lying, no opening your eyes, or even no embracing family. World fabrication. That's ours. Familial disillusion. Families once inseparable find themselves suddenly estranged as if their loved ones had become strangers overnight. Oh, I've heard of that one. This phenomenon is believed to be tied to Fregoli syndrome, in which the patient mistakes those they know for complete strangers. Existential disassociation. Dissociative identity disorder. This ability allows a personality to detach from the host and be perceived by others as a completely separate individual. Oh my goodness. One afflicted was once recorded to have split into 24 distinct cells. Multiplying the number of... Wow, that's crazy. Face erasure? Ah, yes! Prosopagnosia. That was in Zero Escape. Hypochondrial delusion. Remain convinced they suffer from a grave illness, no matter how many tests prove otherwise. Ah, yes! I had that very briefly, but then I was cured. Omnidistortion disorder. Perceive objects and even their own bodies as constantly swelling or shrinking. Oh, like trapped in Alice in Wonderland, camera phobia. Live in fear of the camera. terrified that it might capture their true selves. Ah, yes, that used to be very common. Cryptic erotomania? Waves of stalkers and obsessive lovers have begun to emerge. Oh my god. Each claiming they are engaged in a secret romance with celebrities. Death delusion? Patients become convinced they are already dead. Mnemonic extraction, amnesiac syndromes. Erase the memories of others. Ah yes, alien hand syndrome. Act with a will of their own. And there's the sinistrol of neglect we just saw. Perfect memory. Beast to delusion. They believe they're an animal, okay? Limb severance. Only in the serial killer known as the Dismemberer, he is believed to suffer from alien limb disorder, marked by an intense loathing of his own limbs and a pathological fixation on amputation. This ability is extraordinarily dangerous. Powerful urges of self-mutilation. Oh boy! Well, this chapter was called Limb Severance, so I think we know what's going to happen here. We'll talk to Face. Sorry, but who are you? If you gathered all the world's finest qualities and combined them into one person, you've got my brother standing right here. Huh? Lena, you're confusing her. What would you like to know? Who are you? My name is Face. Cutie patootie. And she's got a camera. For certain, reasons, I have trouble recognizing people. If I say something rude, please don't take it personally. Oh, don't worry. Lyle gets insulted daily. I don't think anything can hurt him anymore. Lena, that itself was an insult. You two are funny. I'll do my best to remember you both. Then start by worshipping my brother. Believe in Lyle and gain eternal life. He's destined to become a god. Huh? What? Bow down now. Oh, Lord Lyle, please accept my humble bow. Please refrain from promoting suspicious religions within the Grand Cathedral. Oh, why did you join the selection? I have a wish I desperately need to fulfill. What kind of wish? I want to find my missing family. But I'm sorry, I can't share the details. Have you tried the police? Or hiring a detective? I have, but my condition makes searching incredibly difficult. I've been searching for nearly 10 years without a single lead. Just when I was at my wit's end, I received the Logic invitation. Logic has members worldwide. They could definitely help find someone. But if I'd known the selection would be like this, I never would have come. If fulfilling my wish means taking lives, then I'd rather give it up. The family I'm searching for wouldn't want me to find them through murder. Oh, you poor thing. To be dragged into this selection is just cruel. Lyle, let's help her find her family once this is over. Actually, the family member you've been searching for all these years is me! What? No way! So, you have another sister? Or am I not your real sister? Does this mean I can actually marry you? Lena, how did you even reach that conclusion? Are you really my family? Sorry, I was lying. Why does Lena look more devastated than Face? Oh my god. What is your pathosync? I have prosopagnosia, face blindness. Since birth, I've been completely unable to recognize faces. Is that why you can't find your missing family? Yes, even if it's family, I have no idea what they look like. My pathosync is called face erasure. Anyone infected becomes like me, unable to see faces clearly. You're just telling us your pathos sync that easily? It's not something worth hiding, is it? Because of this condition, I often mistake people for someone else, or don't recognize them at all. I'd rather explain up front than make others uncomfortable. It's better to be clear about it, right? What would you like to know? We're good. Must protect. We'll do this side of it first. Feel like I've seen this person somewhere before. Lyle! That's Alice, the famous stage actress! Well. I didn't expect to meet a fan here, of all places. Unfortunately, this isn't an official meet and greet, so I can't give you an autograph. What would you like to know? Who are you? She's a legendary theater performer! Her singing, acting, even her way of speaking, everything is first class. Every performance she's in draws tens of thousands. Tickets are practically impossible to get. Because her image changes completely with each role, she's known as Alice the Chameleon. Oh, you're too kind. You know my career better than I do.
Lena-chan.
Pretty sure Lena's a hardcore fan of hers. She's also completely embraced scarcity marketing. Aside from a few official photos, there's nothing of her online. No videos, no pictures. In this day and age, pulling that off is no small feat. While I publicly call it a marketing tactic, but the truth is, I have camera phobia. I hate being filmed by any device. Smartphones, cameras, security cameras, none of them. That must be tough, being a star who's afraid of cameras. That's why I can only live on stage. I can't do live streams or appear on TV. I know it inconveniences many people, and I do feel sorry for that. But the mystery makes you even more popular. Everyone's curious and wants to see the real you. That outcome surprised me as much as anyone. So to repay that curiosity and love, I give my all on stage. Every single time. I want to be someone who brings dreams to others. What would you like to know? Why did you join? I have a wish I want granted. That's why I'm here. By all logic, there shouldn't be anything you can't obtain. Some things can't be bought, no matter how rich you are. Fair point. That purification earlier was terrifying, no doubt, but some people didn't even flinch. Those are the ones you really need to watch out for. Are you one of them? Of course not. The first round of werewolves nearly scared me to death. Then let me rephrase. Would you kill for your wish? Of course not! Killing is wrong, no matter the reason. You liar. You lie as naturally as you breathe. Hey, I never lie. What's your pathosync? Isn't this just camera phobia? Long ago, people believed photographs could steal away a piece of the soul. That's why I can never appear in front of a lens. That still sounds off to me. Pathosync users see the world very differently from everyone else. If you truly had such severe camera phobia, wouldn't even standing on stage be impossible? After all, the stage is filled with things that feel like cameras. I spent years training, enduring, pushing through just to stand in that spotlight. If we could overcome this through training, we wouldn't be pathosync users. It's precisely because of our disorders that we develop wishes we must fulfill no matter what. Which is why we're standing here in this death game, right? What are you getting at? You're a liar. You lie as naturally as you breathe. Looks like we could be friends. After all, we're birds of a feather. Damn. Good way to make enemies, buddy. Good job. Good job. Understand everything. May the god of logic bless you. What would you like to know? Who are you? I'm just an insignificant, ordinary believer. What's your name? I had a name before joining, but abandoned it upon entering the faith. Is it that inconvenient? Not at all. Our bond is extremely close. We're all family. We recognize each other without names, and that's why Kizuna is Kizuna. There are so many of you here. You're saying you know everyone? Yes, there are 1,000 believers here now, and we all know each other. Not just me. Every believer can do this. The first thing upon entering logic is to learn understanding. To understand that believers are family, bound closer than blood. This religion is seriously creepy. Many people say that, but that's just because you don't understand. Once you understand, you'll see the truth. That's why so many follow us. If the whole world embraced the cult, it would become a far better place. Ah, yes, everyone would know names. May the god of logic bless you. Who is the god of logic? I don't know. You don't know? But bringing the god of logic to this world is our collective aspiration. How do you plan to make a god descend? I don't know the details, but our leader has found the way. The leader has made many preparations, and this selection is the final result. Whoever wins will ascend as a god and have their wish fulfilled. There are too many blanks in that story, and I place my faith in the leader's guidance. Whoops. And in the strength of my fellow believers. The god of logic will descend without fail. Okay, sure. If you say so. What's your pathosync? I'm just an ordinary person. Pathosync users are extremely rare in this world. You could say you're the most abnormal of the abnormal. Then why are you here? And that's why you were chosen for the selection. But please don't worry about us. We will not aid the participants. We will not kill. We will not testify. We're like decorations by the roadside. Neutral existences. Okie dokie. She's got, Elaine? Why is this person just standing there, not moving at all? Did she say Boku? She's a Bokuko? My name is Elaine. Or a boy that just looks very feminine because they're wearing shorts. It could be go either way. Pleased to meet you. If you'd like, I can introduce you to my master. Who are you? I'm Master's assistant. Whatever he needs, I'm willing to help. Who's your master? Hyper? Oh, heck no. We gotta save you. You're free from work. Hooray! Otsukare-sama deshita. Good job. You're his assistant? Yes. How pitiful. Why are you sympathizing with me? So you wear handcuffs and a clock because you're a detective's assistant? To help Hyper arrest criminals? No, it's because I often wander off and get lost. The handcuffs are for when he needs to restrain me. The clock reminds me when to meet up. Is Hyper really that bad? He likes restraining girls with handcuffs? Excuse me, so I was right. Just a feminine-looking boy. Fair enough. You're gonna go home and take a nap? Understandable. I'm a boy, you know. Bless thou? Thank you. I did indeed sneeze. way! Someone this cute is actually a boy? I know, crazy boys can be cute. I know. What a wild concept. I got all excited thinking Elaine was a Bokuko. Like a girl that uses the Boku pronoun, but nah. Just a boy. Wait, using handcuffs on a boy doesn't seem right either. Why is he suddenly spacing out again? Why did you join? Because Master was coming, so I came along.
Huh?
That's it? That's it. Don't you have any wish you want fulfilled? No. Aren't you afraid of dying here? Doesn't matter? To me, being alive or dead, it doesn't matter. How's the game been so far? Good! Very good. Lots of similarities to Danganronpa. Less stylized, more gory. It's been pretty fun, honestly. To me, being alive or dead, it doesn't matter. Is it? Something wrong with you? How can a person have no desires or attachments at all?
Lena-chan.
Though Lena's being direct, I think the same. If I must say, there is one scene I want to see. I knew you had something. What is it? I want to see Master's dying moments. Welp. As his assistant, my most important duty is to witness his final moments. What kind of person did he hire as an assistant? What's your pathosync? My disorder is derealization. In my eyes, everything loses its sense of reality. What do you mean? There's something like a thin veil between me and the outside world. It's like living in a dream where nothing feels real. As Master puts it, I'm watching the world through a movie screen. That's still pretty abstract. Then how about experiencing it firsthand? Huh? My pathosync is called reality collapse. Once you're infected, you'll feel like this world is fake. Ah! Lyle? Are you okay? Lena? Lyle? What's wrong with you? Is that important? You're not the real Lena anyway. Just an image. Lyle? I'm your genuine sister. You know I can't lie. Do you understand now? That's terrifying. This guy already has problems with reality because he has, like, every kind of synesthesia known to man. That was just evil. If I didn't know Lena's words are always true, I'm not sure I could have come back. He's living in that kind of world. No wonder he spaces out so often. Well, that's fun. Alright. I guess we'll talk to this guy. I'm sure you all know me by now. No need for introductions at this stage. Why are your eyes always squinting? Gives off an air of mystery, of course. That's even more superficial than I thought. Don't underestimate appearances, they're everything. Act capable and people will assume you really are capable. So you're just a con artist. That's hilarious. Me, called a fraud by the world's most notorious swindler? I've never told a single lie in my life. Says the guy who scammed people across multiple countries, leaving countless families destroyed. Your infamy is legendary. That's just mistaken identity. I happen to share the same name. Pure coincidence. Huh? Wait, really?
Oi, oi.
Hey, apologize for confusing me with that guy. Sorry about that. So, unreliable narrator. Thy name is Lyle. People speak my name with awe and fear. The Fear Terminator. So you just investigate affairs. What's wrong with that? In reality, detectives don't solve murders, they make a living catching cheaters. He's not wrong. Had those things? You understand this is a death game where it's kill or be killed, right? What if I would draw the werewolf card next round? No one would reveal their hands so easily. But you're an amazing detective, aren't you? Even if you showed all your cards, it wouldn't hold you back at all. No, that's not exactly how it works. If you can reveal every card and still come out on top in a death game, that's proof of how incredible you really are. You know what? That makes perfect sense. My condition fits perfectly with the role of a great detective. It's called hyperthymesia. It's total recall. Oh, of course that's what he has.
つまり
So you never forget anything? That's right. I can even perfectly recall the contents of the first adult magazine I read years ago. What? That's actually kind of enviable. No way. That's nothing to be jealous of. They say only a few dozen people in the world have this. Clearly, I'm one of the chosen ones. But what about your pathosync? Even if you infected someone with total recall, they'd just be better at remembering their past? Exactly, that's all it does. That's it? That's it? And there's no point hiding it. That's totally useless in a death game. But is that really all there is to it? Just like his claim to be a great detective, I still can't see through to his real self. Don't think about other girls, Lyle. Not even abstractly. Yeah, your sister might stab you. Now this girl has been catching my eye. Yo! Hey there! Yo! You're the first person here who can keep up with my vibe. Awesome! Everyone here looks so serious. What's up with that? She's dressed in like Jirai-K. AKA, it's like a very specific girly style, but everyone associates it now with like yandere, basically. Very VTuber energy. Yeah, who are you? I'm Raze! I absolutely love cute things and I hate, well, gloomy atmospheres, I guess? Cute AF. Please give me all of your outfits and your accessories, or at least give me the links. So that scary execution earlier, or was it purification? But staying gloomy isn't good either, so let's just move past it. Can really just brush it off like that? Not at all! I'm actually super sensitive. But if I do this... I'm invincible! Whoa, you're so cute! It's like you've become a different person. Thanks, that's actually why I wear a mask. I hide my bad expressions and only pull it down when I can smile. Most people wear masks to hide, but you're using it to prepare for revealing your smile. Exactly, because emotions are contagious. I want everyone around me to smile too, bright, cute, and happy. Interesting. Why did you join? My wish is to make everyone in the world happy. Miko, Miko, me! Wait, that's way too grand. I can't even comprehend it. No, it's actually really simple. I love cute things because seeing them makes people feel happy. But no matter how cute I dress, I can only make the people who see me happy, right? Then why not be like a fashion designer or something? thought about that, but no matter how hard I try, the reach is still too small. When I got the logic invitation for the selection, I thought I'd give it a try. I just didn't expect it to be a death game. No, no, no. Negative vibes, be gone! So you want to make everyone in the world cute, bringing happiness to both those who dress up and those who see them? Exactly, exactly! Though I'm not sure how to make it happen yet. Well, if all the cult members wore cute outfits, you'd already be halfway there. Right? Their robes are way too plain. They need at least 10 times more decorations and lace. Just imagining that feels like visual hell. Are you kidding? That sounds amazing! That's why I have to win this selection. You mean, even if it requires killing? No, killing doesn't bring anyone happiness, does it? I'll work hard to win the selection without killing. Does she even understand the rules? Maybe. I've got this condition. If I don't touch cute things regularly, I'll literally die. Oh yeah, I've got that too. If I don't see a cute girl every day, I spontaneously combust. Let me introduce my best friend. It's called Oxygen. Oxygen? When I'm low on cute energy, just one breath and... Oh my god. And I'm instantly recharged. Lyle, this person is clearly unwell, perhaps mentally challenged. Ouch. I know you only tell the truth, but that was brutal. Aw, don't say that. I just really love cute things. No, wait. Be gone, negative vibes! Setting aside her excessive love for cute things, she seemed fine otherwise. But what disorder does she actually have? And sometimes the diffusion extends to others. Certain phenomenon, interesting. Got a few ideas what her thing might be, but they're hiding it for a reason, so. Miho-mi-san. Hello, human bosses. So, yeah, she thinks she's an animal. Who are you? I'm a gray parrot. Wait, your name is Gray Parrot? No, my name is Dada. Then, what's the deal with the whole Gray Parrot thing? Huh? Can't you tell? I'm just a gray parrot who's better at talking. I eat seeds, fruit, vegetables. My reproductive method is laying eggs. Lyle, I know what disorder she has. She's clearly got brain problems. Her pathosync probably makes everyone as dumb as her. Lena.
Lena-chan.
Lena? I often find your honesty incredibly rude. Rude! She really does mimic speech like a gray parrot. Why did you join? Because I want to become human. No matter how I look at you, you seem pretty human right now. No, I'm still far from being a real human. Is it because you don't pay taxes? Do you have to pay taxes to be a human? Is that what I'm supposed to get from this? it here, folks. If you don't pay your taxes, you'll stop being human. Paying taxes, isn't the criteria for being human. See? My arms are different from humans. They're just feather-covered wings. What on earth are you talking about? And you're a cat? Hey, I pay my taxes. Mama Melis is an accountant. I couldn't get away with not paying my taxes even if I tried. Say what? If your hands are wings, then can you fly? I've tried, but I can't fly. How strange. Could it be I've gained weight recently? This person really does seem to think she doesn't have hands, only wings. What does she see when she looks at herself? Pathosync? What's a pathosync? You seriously don't know what that is? Nope! According to the proxy saint, everyone here should have one. She clearly has some sort of delusion. Believes she's a great parent. But what's the disorder? Disorder? The human boss who kept me mentioned something before. What did they say? I don't remember clearly. Something like beast delusion? But that's got nothing to do with me. I'm a bird, not a beast. By definition, it's a disorder where someone believes they're an animal. And if that delusion becomes a pathosync and spreads, everyone would think of themselves as animals. Animals! She appears harmless on the surface, but this pathosync is more dangerous than I imagined. Okay, bye! Blast you. This guy looks like he's seen some shit. Looks like he's been to war and back. He's probably the oldest one here, right? He definitely looks like someone who's been through a lot. I'm just an ordinary middle-aged guy, Silas. What would you like to know? I swear to God. My name's Silas, just an ordinary man past his best years. I swear, if he says he's like 28, I am going to combust. My past and background, nothing worth mentioning. So, what's your take on this whole selection? Obviously it's deadly. Ever heard of the Stanford prison experiment? They took a group of healthy college students, split them into guards and prisoners, and locked them in a simulated prison. And guess what happened? Within days, the guards turned violent. The experiment had to be shut down. Environment and rules shape people more than you'd ever expect. In this werewolf gang, we're forced into roles. Not so different from that experiment. Say someone never wanted to kill, but they draw the role of werewolf. Suddenly there's a rule, a timer, and pressure. Do you think he'd really go through with it? That makes our situation sound even worse. Exactly. All we can do is try to keep the casualties to a minimum. Hard to believe you're the one saying that. Honestly, there's only so much a middle-aged man can do. Sorry, I'm not sharing that. You don't lay all your cards on the table. I don't want the werewolf knowing what my pathosync is. That way, when things get critical, I'll still have a weapon to protect myself. Sounds like you know your power well. Well, I am older than all of you. I'm pretty sure I've had more experience with it than anyone else here. So, if this were a shonen manga, you'd be the strongest pathosync user? If we're talking age alone, then sure, I'm on top. But don't make me out to be more than I am. Okay? What are you doing? Rack up my fair share of regrets. I joined this selection to try and atone for a mistake I made long ago. And only the cult can help you undo it? Yes. The wish I carry, only a god could grant it. I want to turn back time. For an old guy, that's kind of a romantic wish. You're not wrong, but maybe that's what age does to you. You pile up regrets, too many to count. So, Would you kill to make it happen?
いや
I wouldn't. Here's another trait of middle-aged men for you. We're boring. Reality's beating us down so many times we end up compromising instead of chasing dreams. I might say I want to rewind the clock, but deep down, I know it's impossible. Then why bother joining? You're right. But I guess I'm still clinging to a sliver of hope. Maybe something will happen here. Something worth fighting for. Maybe even a miracle that lets me believe I can fix what I broke. Sounds like you're putting your faith in impossibilities. Yeah. So now you know the kind of man I am. Alrighty. Hi, Eris. Something in my eye again.
え
What are you doing here? Same reason you are, isn't it obvious? Are you? Seriously? Are you really asking that? I guess we know her? Has your brain deteriorated so much you can't even remember someone who grew up with you at the orphanage?
元お姉ちゃん
Iris is still the same. Only harsh when it comes to Lyle. Oh, Iris? I think that's what it... Oh, because it's her eyes. That makes sense. Oh, it's Lena. How have you been? Has that idiot brother been causing you trouble? The difference in how you treat me and Lena is way too extreme. If you want kindness, start by pulling yourself together. You became an international fugitive and you're dragging your sister through this chaos. What are you even doing? I'm trying to protect her. That's all. Huh. The moment you dragged Lena into this mess, you failed her as a brother. Iris, even if it's true, you should know when to stop. Lyle's about to cry. That's right, keep going and I'll really cry for you to see. Still as useless as ever, hiding behind your sister. Why'd you join? Logic has been acting strange lately. Father wanted to investigate from the inside, but couldn't find an opening. That's when I received the Logic invitation. I remember your adoptive father is an internationally renowned detective, right? Growing up under his influence, Iris would help her adoptive father with cases. Yeah, that purification earlier would have been the perfect excuse for him to break in and conduct a search. But now I'm completely cut off from the outside world. Even your mechanical dog can't get a message out? Since the selection started, all outside communication is completely cut off. Also, it's not mechanical dog. His name is Lyle. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, why the hell did you name him after me? Because you're both the same breed. Lyle is not a dog. See? That's the truth.
でも
Still, nothing wrong with naming a dog Lyle.
おいおい
Lena, you're not helping. Anyway, this is worse than I thought. If I'd known, I wouldn't have participated. But having a familiar face here is reassuring, especially since it's you. Relax. If I draw the werewolf, I'll come for you first. How the hell is that supposed to make me feel better? What's your paddle thing? As you know, my condition is blind sight. I'm blind, so I need a mechanical dog to help me navigate daily life. But you can see things at certain specific moments, can't you? True, but those moments are so rare, they're practically non-existent. What are the conditions for these specific moments? What needs to happen? Who knows? Every time I ask, you dodge the question. Maybe I don't know either. But you've always been able to see me, haven't you? Even though you can't see from our very first meeting, you've somehow always been able to see me, haven't you? Could it be... Iris can only see people she considers scum? I can see Lena too, for the record. So I'm scum too?
レナちゃん
Lena, stop. Your honest observations are hurting both you and me. Anyway, right now, I can only see you and Lena. Apart from that, I can't see anything. Without you two, my world is nothing but darkness. The reason doesn't really matter. My pathosync won't be much use in this death game anyway. Even if my pathosync infects someone, they just suddenly go blind, that's all. I mean, that would still be helpful in certain situations. All participants of the selection have now been introduced to one another. The foundation of this selection, this divine selection, is based on the game known as Werewolf. Each round may differ slightly in form, but the core remains unchanged. The werewolf must kill without being revealed. Depending on your assigned roles, you may find yourselves as comrades or as foes. As stated before, I shall serve as a neutral overseer to ensure the absolute fairness of this selection. With so many logic believers here, can you guarantee no one will interfere? That I can guarantee without exception. To see this selection reach its ordained end is a shared vow among us all. Neither I nor the believers shall interfere in the selection. Okay, logic's neutrality. If we don't want to join, can we back out now? No. Until a victor emerges, no one shall be permitted to withdraw. Should you insist on withdrawing, all of Logic's believers will stop you by any means necessary. No tears now! Negative vibes, be gone! I can't even tell who you are, but thank you. I have a very important question. How many people are actually participating in this selection? There are 13 participants in total. 13? That many? Then, for the sake of fairness, allow me to reintroduce them. Lyle, the infamous international con artist. Lena, the one who cannot lie. Iris, a blind girl and daughter of an international officer. Alice, a celebrated star of the stage. Dada, the great parrot girl. Face, the girl who cannot perceive faces. Hyper, a self-proclaimed great detective. Elaine, the detective's assistant. Reyes, the bright and bubbly Gyaru. Silas, the man who longs to turn back time. Kizuda, round one werewolf with sinistral neglect. X, the mysterious victim of the first round. Hold on. That only makes 12. I was right, I just counted. There are only 12 people. The 13th participant will arrive shortly. And why does number 13 get a dramatic late entrance? Leave this mystery to me! The answer's obvious. Clearly, they had a stomachache and ran to the bathroom. Wow! Brilliant deduction! Truly brilliant! Guess no one can beat a bathroom emergency. After all, life has 3 emergencies: bathroom urgency, impatience, and leaving without makeup. You know, she's right. I get that last one, but isn't that kind of weird? Nothing matters more than makeup. If I left home without makeup, I'd rather die on the spot. This killing intent is thicker than what I felt on the battlefield. Each one was stranger than the last. But the real question was, tell me, does the leader of Logic happen to be one of the 13? Yes. The room fell silent. Everyone exchanged uneasy glances. You mean the leader of Logic is among these 13? They have hidden their true identity, dwelling in your midst. How about just giving us the answer straight up? As I've stated, I am a neutral overseer. I will show no favoritism, even to the leader of Logic. So even if the leader gets taken out by the werewolf, you're just gonna let it slide? That is correct. There's a flaw in what you just said. if this is really fair, why hide the 13th participant? Unless the 13th is the leader of logic. The 13th participant was delayed to preserve the integrity of the selection. For once she joins, the very nature of the selection will be altered. Huh. Something about this feels ominous. Now then, let the 13th participant enter. Oh dear. Oh my. Her name is Kotari. Kotari cannot speak or move independently. Believers will bring her in by wheelchair, after which we will not intervene. Oh my. Something about her feels off. Lyle, she hasn't moved at all. Not even blinking. She's beautiful in a way that doesn't seem human. Don't tell me she's actually a life-size doll. There's no way Logic would send a doll into the selection.
あれ?
Proxy Saint. Is she a doll? A person? Or a corpse? Doll! That is for you to judge.
Yay!
So that means we're free to fawn all over this cutie? I think you should ask for their permission first, Face. Can you see Kotari's face? If not, doesn't that mean she's alive? I can't see her face, but that doesn't really prove anything. For example, I can't see faces in paintings or photographs either. That's when the world's greatest detective makes his entrance! Face, quick, see if she's breathing, and don't forget her pulse while you're at it. What? Why me? By deduction? You're the only one here I can boss around if I put on a little pressure. Master seduction is amazing! That's not deduction, that's just plain bullying. Human boss wants to check this person's breathing and pulse? Leave it to me! Wait, you need her permission first! Oh, too late. Dada stepped forward without ceremony, checking Kotari's breathing and feeling for her carotid pulse. Well, if I had to say, she's not breathing! And she has no pulse! Guess that means she's dead, huh? I guess she's, cause in the PsyCHO-Sync, list that we got, there was someone who believes they're already dead. So I guess that's her. So, that's what this is about. Huh? Is it really that bad? How bad could it be? So what you're saying is, the second round of Werewolf has already begun? Kotari's the victim, and now we have to find the killer? I've got it! The killer is Lyle! How did you even come to that conclusion? I just randomly pointed at someone who isn't me. You call yourself a great detective, but your methods are dirtier than a criminal's. But is Alice's deduction actually correct? The roll for the second round haven't even been drawn yet. Or did I miss it? Being blind as I am. Irie is right. Don't call me that nickname. Disgusting. Anyway, the second round hasn't started yet, has it, Proxy Saint? Indeed, it has yet to begin. And Kotari's condition must be caused by something else. Apologies, Kotari. Allow me to double-check your condition. Iris Iris approached Kotari, checking not only her breathing and pulse, but also pressing her ear against Kotari's chest to listen for a heartbeat. I see. That explains it. Gotta give them this. They did a great job making this part really uncomfortable. Very true. This is a fantastic game. Straight to the point. Kotari is, without a doubt, alive. Then why did Dada say she was dead? Because Kotari's breathing and pulse rate are extremely low, roughly 1/20th of a normal person's. If I weren't blind with heightened hearing, even I wouldn't have detected that faint heartbeat. So she's alive? But like a corpse? There's only one explanation for that.
Oh.
I've got it! No surprise there, detective! Though I've never actually heard of you. I already know the truth, but Silas, why don't you do the honors? Master's deduction is incredible! You didn't deduce a damn thing! Every participant in this selection is a pathos... I just bit the inside of my cheek! Every participant in this selection is a pathosync user. So Kotari's condition must be tied to her pathosync. That is correct. Kotari suffers from a cognitive disorder known as Cotard's delusion, and that's why she's Kotari. Those afflicted believe themselves to be dead. As a result, they neither eat nor drink, lying in coffins for extended periods of time. Without proper nutritional support, patients will refuse food until they starve to death. That's terrifying. No wonder her life signs are so weak. Her pathosync is called death's delusion. Anyone afflicted by it comes to believe they are already dead. The cognition powerful enough can affect physiology, just like how I can temporarily satisfy hunger with an illusory apple. If someone mistakenly believes they're dead, they might actually die. Hold up, if you think about it, that pathosync is insanely dangerous. That's correct. And what's more, her pathosync triggers automatically once a certain condition is met. What condition? When her body is touched by another person? We just touched her earlier. Everyone get back!
Oi.
How about y'all mention this beforehand? Great. Oh no, not hyper. Well, I guess she wins. Human boss, wake up! Lena, where are you?
お兄ちゃん
I'm right here, Lyle. I'm okay. Good. First thing you do when you wake up is look for your sister. Still the same disgusting sister complex as always. Always! Hey, don't shame them for loving cute things. That's perfectly normal. But this time we were really saved by Iris and Dada. They weren't affected by Kotari's pathosync, and they managed to wake us up. Based on that brief experience just now, death delusion slows your heartbeat and breathing down to almost nothing. Stay like that too long, and playing dead turns into actually dead. It's terrifying. It's like drowning. If you don't get rescued quickly, there's no coming back. How come you two weren't affected? Does it have something to do with your pathosyncs? Ah! Drags humans into the illusion of death, right? So if you're non-human, you're safe. Dog Lyle here led me out of the affected area. Well, Dog Lyle really is cool and dependable. Far more useful than the real
元お
Lyle.
姉ちゃん
Iris, could you be a little nicer to my brother? Without girls being kind to him, my brother couldn't survive. Okay, I get why Iris is fine, but what about Dada? Leave it to me, the brilliant detective, to explain. Huh? You're a detective too? Sorry, for a moment there, I thought I was master. I almost started pretending to make random deductions. He really doesn't have any respect for Hyper, does he? The reason Dada wasn't affected, simple as can be. Because she's no human at all. She's a great parent. Oh, I see! You're seriously agreeing with that? Hold on, Hyper's theory might have accidentally hit the mark. Death delusion makes humans mistakenly believe they're dead. But Dada genuinely believes she's a parent. That's why she's immune. So that's how it is! Why do you sound the most surprised? We knew Beast delusion could be used like this. Completely unexpected. So it's true. Pathosyncs can counter one another. Exactly. At last, you begin to understand the true nature of this selection. This is a game of werewolves centered around pathosyncs. In other words, pathosyncs are everyone's ultimate trump card. Reveal your pathosyncs details and usage, and you'll immediately be at a disadvantage. This is bad. In the very first case, everyone already figured out Lena's condition. If I were the werewolf, I'd take Lena out first. Her pathosync forces the truth out of people. Absolute poison for a werewolf. Lyle? You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I have to protect her. No matter what. Whatever it takes. Now then, the second round is about to begin. Reveal to us the divine candidates. Dun dun dun! We are... Hero! Each of you will see a different role. The werewolf must kill villagers, do all you can to stay alive. So what's the hero? The hero! There will be two of them. What's the hero's duty? Kills the werewolf before the murder occurs, they become the deity and their wish will be realized. Oh! Well then. Even if they fail to stop the murder, they can still kill the werewolf during the post-murder debate. Whether to execute the werewolf is determined by the heroes. Only when both heroes agree will the werewolf receive the execution. Interesting. So, heroes' roles are positioned against the werewolf. Indeed. Think of the heroes as the werewolf's natural foes. Enemy! What a sick sense of humor. Lyle, why does everyone suddenly look so grim? Because the rules give everyone a reason to kill each other. For a werewolf, survival means killing. For a hero, saving everyone means killing the werewolf. Someone who's never killed might hesitate at first, but once they have a legitimate reason, that psychological barrier disappears. No matter what, I absolutely won't kill anyone! Replace this line, what role does she have? been acting the whole time. It's not just pathosyncs we're guessing now. We've got to figure out roles, too. Doesn't this feel a bit unfair for the werewolf, though? Explain your reasoning. Think about it. The werewolf has to kill without being caught and deal with 2 heroes. Wait, don't tell me. Are there 2 werewolves this round?
Yeah.
No, there is only one. There is always just one werewolf. And the werewolf is not necessarily at a disadvantage, because I will provide the werewolf with essential support. Wow! So much for neutrality. Rest assured, I shall not intervene directly in the killings. My assistance is limited to the preparatory phase. For instance, weapons, disguises, and the setting. Sheesh. Numbers alone do not put the werewolf at a disadvantage. You'll understand why soon enough.
なるほど。
ご主人。
Master, why would more heroes be a problem? Don't overthink it. Just act like you're in on it. If they catch on you're clueless, the whole illusion falls apart.
ちょっと。
Wait, I have a question! So, what are we even talking about here? Huh? I can feel the awkward tension. Awkward vibes, be gone!
ふむ。
Very well. Seems you now comprehend the situation. No, it's obvious a few of us still have no clue. Only through true understanding will the god of logic reveal himself. Let your pathosyncs and roles guide you to mutual destruction.
選抜開始。
Dun dun dun! Silence swallowed the room. I started. Nobody spoke. This isn't a hard call. Doesn't matter who the werewolf is, our first target is clear. And that's Kotari. Huh? Why her? Doesn't matter what role she draws, if her pathosync spirals out of control, she's a walking biological weapon. Then I'll just wake everyone up again. And if you're asleep when it triggers, what if you're napping? Snooze 8 to 12 hours too. She's untouchable. One wrong move and the werewolf ends up the victim instead. Use a blade or a ranged weapon. What are you, stupid? Hold on. You're starting to sound like Iris. Even if Dot is out cold, I've still got Dog Lyle. He'll protect us. What proof do we actually have he'll protect anyone? You could be the werewolf, couldn't you? It's a reasonable assumption, but let me be clear. I have no interest in killing. Whether I'm the one doing it or the one being killed, I want no part of it. Then what's your pathosync? What role did you draw this round? Then what's your wish? You realize no one's going to trust you if you keep dodging everything? Likewise. But please don't fight, you two! Just like I thought, suspicion started spreading fast. And right in the middle of that chaos... Everyone, hold on! Now's not the time to argue. He's right! The whole mood's turning really heavy. So what if it is? You're really okay with that? Seriously? Because from where I'm standing, all this yelling and backstabbing, it's ugly. Damn. Ouch, that's mean, but I guess it works. Let's all calm down for a moment. Leave this to me. First step, let's all go eat something. Very nice. Alrighty. She wouldn't take no for an answer. Oh, crazy girl. Alrighty. It is 10:30, so I think it's time for us to wrap up. It's been a good 3.5 hours. Oh, and now I'm much bigger here. Oh dear, hold on. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness. Meow. Alrighty, I am now appropriately sized for the chair. Any immediate favorites, people you don't want to die first. Lyle and Lena, obviously, I would love to stick around for quite a while. Iris as well. Alice is interesting. And Ray's, I would say. Everyone else, I'm like, Hyper and his assistant. Don't like him at all. Hotani is interesting, though. I would like it if she stuck around for a while, but considering her ability, who knows what role she'll play. Hopefully at some point, she, like, has her moments. But that'll be it. So the game is PSYCHO-SLEUTH again. The demo is gonna be up for a little bit yet. They mentioned that the game should be releasing next year. So I do believe there is, like, we did finish chapter 2. So, if you guys are interested, I definitely encourage y'all to go check it out yourselves. Posted the link for you guys if you just want to follow it to the Steam page. The trailer's up there as well. Some screenshots. Yeah, so the demo's going to be up there for a while. Cat coughing up hairball. Got distracted. It'll be sad if face goes out. Yeah, I mean, with this kind of stuff, very strong possibility. So yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be doing an anime trailer watch along. We're gonna see what's going to be coming out for the fall season. So that will be it for me. Let me see where I can send you guys to for the raid. Do. Oh, nice. Jenny just came back from being, like, away for a month because she was out in Japan and the Philippines. So let's go say hi to her. We haven't seen her in a while. So here is Raid. Here is Discord if you want to keep up with us when we're not streaming. Also, since this is pretty new still, we got merch as of this week. So go check it out if you want to get some DD merch. So for now, that's going to be it for me. So if it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. And if it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. Until next time, take care of yourself. Wash your face, brush your teeth, eat a good food.